Alright, welcome in. I'm the Kodiak, and I promised I would wait until I did a video on Bailey Zappi or even the Combine to begin scouting the running backs and making videos about running backs when it comes to the NFL draft, which I didn't do last year. I remember I made a video about Javante in like January, and same with Najee. Back then, I kind of went off film and analytics, and I'm doing a similar thing now. But this is a guy whose name has been picking up a lot of steam as we've head further into draft season. People are saying that this is a weak running back class, and yeah, while it's not 2020 where we had 5 really good ones and 2021 where we had 3 really good ones, there is still a lot of talent in this class. But this guy's name has been picking up a lot of steam when it comes to draftniks, as draftniks have been looking at the film and analytics, and my RB1 in this class is not Breece Hall, it's not Kenneth Walker, it's not Dameon Pierce, it's not Isaiah Spiller, it's not Kyron Williams, it's not Kenny Pickett, it's not Nakobe Dean, it's Tyler Allgeier out of BYU. And even before we have the scouting combine, which he actually just got invited to today along with Devin Lloyd, I've seen enough from Tyler Allgeier to declare him as my RB1 already. He checks all the boxes I want from my running backs in the modern NFL. He has prototypical size, 5'11", 220, but he plays a lot bigger than his size. Running through contact, he actually reminds me of a faster Javante Williams when it comes to taking on defenders. Now, he doesn't have the slip and evade that Javante does. He actually has quite the opposite, which we'll get to later. But he bounces off defenders in a similar way. And he had 28 receptions his senior year at BYU, as well as a 99.4 PFF pass blocking efficiency on 87 potential snaps. So a team will see this, and a team will watch this on film and say that they want him on the field. They are going to try to get him on the field. Maybe that equates to early capital in the actual draft. I'm not entirely sure. Because based on what I've been able to see, it seems like the NFL is not as high on Breece Hall as the community is, and the NFL is a little bit higher on Kenneth Walker than the community is. But back to Algier, he was 6th in the country in missed tackles forced and 20th in yards after contact per attempt. And if there's anything you'll learn about me, it's that I love my tackle breaking machines. Admittedly, it is a portion of why I have Sam Howell and Malik Willis ahead of all the other quarterbacks, although I believe that they're just going to be way better, just pure quarterbacks as well. And normally I feel like this is a guy I would not be on. He didn't break out until his junior year at BYU, and I can barely find anything about him. I don't know his dominator, I don't know his exact breakout age, although he did break out as a 20-year-old junior and stuff like that. And his age-adjusted efficiency as opposed to his box score production is very good. And I feel like when we look at the stuff outside of the field, such as early declare, freshman, sophomore breakout, he doesn't check those boxes, except I feel like it's kind of negated for a few reasons. So he originally walked on to BYU as a linebacker, and the minute he switched over to running back, he absolutely dominated. His first year playing running back was the year where Zach Wilson played well enough to get drafted 2nd overall by the Jets. And Algier's profile is also very interesting to me because he is the first player I've scouted where I literally cannot find anything on his Rivals page. You look at how highly of a recruit he was according to Rivals, and it literally says not applicable. So he ended up walking on to BYU, started out as a linebacker, moved over to running back, and just right off the rip was one of the best players on the field. He was actually one of the guys who stood out to me watching Zach Wilson last year. And I'm not usually really a big fan of my Derrick Henry or A.J. Dillon running backs who aren't that elusive but have boatloads of raw power. But I know Dillon was about a dead zero with elusiveness, and I didn't watch college football when Henry was around, but I assume he wasn't that agile in a similar way. But Algier's elusiveness on PFF was 52nd out of 197 running backs, so he was still in the 73rd percentile as far as running backs who made guys miss. Another thing that stood out to me watching Algier is that not only does he play bigger than his size, he is very, very, very fast. Does he have the JT or Chubb breakaway speed? Short speed, I'm not entirely sure. Intermediate speed, absolutely. Like, he blows past safeties and linebackers with absolutely no problem. Long speed is where it becomes a bit of a concern because, as I mentioned, he just blows past linebackers and safeties. But the issue is that the faster players at the end of his breakaway runs tended to catch up to him at the end. He himself came out and said that he would run less than a 4.4 at the combine, and to be honest, this really doesn't show up on film on his long speed. But there is a rumor out there that he ran a laser-timed 4.38 at BYU's Pro Day last year. He is going to have a weight-adjusted speed score in the high 90th percentile. He also had one of the best plays I've ever seen from a college running back. I'm pretty sure you all remember, because this broke the internet when it happened. When DK Metcalf chased down Buda Baker and saved a touchdown for Seattle. Not only did Allgeier do this too, he actively jumped on the other guy's back and punched the ball out.
Trying to get away, stays alive and throws a pick! Threw it right to the defender! Down the sideline, Merlin Robertson is going to be tracked down from behind.
And this is the kind of effort that I love seeing from a running back. Like I said, I love my physical guys who can run through contact, who can make guys miss. But yeah, lately I've been looking at a lot of production models, and he profiles outstandingly. Yes, he had a good O-line. It's pretty clear that from watching BYU for the past 2 years, they've had some pretty good guys around them. I mean, their quarterback was taken second overall last year. But Allgeier has been very, very, very good in his own right. And I truly believe that combining ability to fight through contact, combining size, combining speed, and combining raw production from his past 2 seasons, he is the best running back in this draft. As I mentioned earlier, he has that 99.4 pass blocking efficiency according to PFF. So this could equate to better capital in the real NFL draft, which means more opportunity for him. And I think teams are going to walk away from the Combine or BYU's Pro Day or whatever, and they're going to have a lot to like about Allgeier. I like Breece Hall. I think Isaiah Spiller's a little wishy-washy. I wish Kenneth Walker had shown that he has a little bit more third down ability, though he didn't get much of the opportunity to do so. But as of right now, as of February 9th, 2022 at 2:35 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Colorado time, Tyler Allgeier is my RB1 of this draft. Alright, that is going to do it for the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, links is in the description down below. Anyways, have a good day, and peace out.